All right, everybody. Good evening. Thank everybody for joining this group and being on this DTF journey with me with these XP 15,000s. Yay! It's a love-hate relationship with some of y'all, but we gonna make it to where you just love your machine. All right? We got a few issues with some head strikes and some white or some black, or some of y'all colors are not coming out. Okay, we know it's not due to printhead flooding because we don't have a massive amount of ink no longer being poured into our printers. So since we no longer have a massive amount of ink being poured into it, we don't need to worry about the input, but we're gonna maintain it anyway. So this is your maintenance on the inside of your printer. You always take them out one at a time, and you take a Q-tip. These are your best friends for your inner chambers. Q-tips. Swipe that away. Don't need to know about my Gmail right now. All right, so bam, I'm gonna flip this around and turn my light on so y'all can see. All right, we're gonna take out the white, which is usually everybody's trouble channel. And see what my white looks like. Okay, well, it's not bad, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna clean it anyway. All right, so take a good dab of either Windex or DTF cleaning solution from the 504 Urban Ink people. Shout out my homegirls over there doing their thing. Kiera and Chelsea, they got some pretty good products. They work, they effective. I try to sample everybody's stuff who willing to send me something. So I just take a small little dab, just enough to wet the tip of it. And gently on the inside, I don't scrub. I just let it kind of glide to loosen it. You see how it's getting loose on its own, and it's creating its own little smudge pattern. Really more kind of like dabbing, just to see that it gets loose. Then I flip, take my dry side, and I wipe. Kind of wipe and rotate so you get the other side. Back my big fingers up. Sorry about the ash, all right? I was just washing dishes and doing some other things. All right, so it's still kind of moist. So throw this away in our garbage. Take a dry one. And you wipe until you really do not see anything but black. You want to see nothing but the rubber. Wipe real good. Hey y'all, what's happening? She talking about, what's up, Mr. DTF? What's up, Bree? What's up, Bree? What's up, Key? All right, that looks really, really good. That is how your chamber should look when it's clean. All right, so now that that's clean, I'm going to pop her back in there and have absolutely no problem. That is how you clean your inner channels. Okay, now this is how you do maintenance on the underside of your head for those who have head strikes and been trying to print to the bottom of the page and it hasn't been quite going. So you get that back and forth motion, you get your colors, and it just sit there and it don't feed no more. And you, Susan has been getting those, and she's been trying to do the roll printing, but we going through it with the sheets. It's the same concept to clean it. Take a piece of paper towel or two, fold it, very skinny, so it can slide inside the tray. Take some good Windex or cleaning solution. I will use Windex in this, and here's why. Because the cleaning solution is a lot more expensive in reality than this Windex. Same concept. We thinking cost. We in this business to make money, not spend all the money we trying to make. So, Windex. We got options. We gonna use this one for this. Spread nice and moist, not too moist to where it's dripping. But you want every piece of it covered. Pretty much as you can get. You flatten it. Make sure it's nice and flat because you're gonna slide it under the print head. That's not saturated enough for me. I still see my white. I still see white. That's not good enough. I'm not supposed to see any white. Okay, I don't see no white, so I am ready to slide it inside. First of all, you're gonna just set it in there for like that for right now. You're gonna go here to your menu. Go to maintenance. You're gonna tell it that you want to do an ink cartridge replacement, but we're not gonna actually replace them. We're gonna hit next and hit start. When you see the print head start to move, I haven't hit it yet. When you see it start to move, you want to unplug it so that the carriage is free, like so. Hand on the plug. Bam. Power off. Carriage is unlocked. So now I have the ability to slide the print head back and forth freely. I'm gonna make sure my paper towel is nice and neat in this tray. I really don't need to do it because I did it already, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna show y'all. You want it nice and flat as you can get it. Don't press too much because you're gonna push the liquid in there. Just get it nice and flat too. Where you can slide the print head. You gently lift till you feel it go up and slide over till you get over your paper towel. Now you got both sides even. You're gonna do what's called the floss technique. You're gonna grip this side and that side and floss gently under the print head, getting all the loose ink and gunk from up under there. So let me see if I can get it. I ain't got no camera person. See if I can get this in selfie mode. Yeah, I can. All right, let me get something to brace my camera. Hopefully everybody is having a very productive day. Y'all ain't going too broke buying all these different supplies and things that we need. I'm just gonna shuffle this just like this for the sake of the video. Okay. So y'all see what I'm doing? I got both sides. I'm lifting up a little bit and gently flossing. All right, then you're gonna set it back down flat and slide the paper towel now back to the far left side to begin to let what was on the bottom of the head drip onto the paper towel. You let that sit for 5 or 10 minutes. You keep it on the paper towel. Don't go over the edge. Cause all that gunk and stuff will be dripping down in the bottom of your print bay, and you'll be mad trying to clean all that out. Don't go too far. You see all that, all the colors? I just printed, and so of course I'm going to have ink on the bottom, but y'all gonna have a lot more ink and black and everything than I do. Cause some of y'all been letting y'all head strikes go on for more than you should. And when you have a head strike, stop printing immediately. Clean the bottom of your print head. Here's why. You don't want that ink to build up on the bottom of your print head. We already worried about flooding the inside, so we don't need to stack the outside, because if it piles up too much, it's going to worry you to death, and you're going to have to use so much Windex and so many paper towel cleaners and be like, oh my God, am I delaminating my print head? No, you're not, but at the same time, you could be if you're using too much Windex. So be careful with your Windex. If you want to cut it, you can use the 2-to-1 ratio. 2 parts Windex and 1 part water. It'll still have the same effect because the ammonia is the most important part of the Windex. That's what's breaking the actual components in the DTF ink down to nothing. So while we waiting on that, we gonna talk about setup. Some issues during setup, me walking a couple people through getting their systems and everything right. Appreciate everybody, the few people that have taken the time to, throw a donation my way for the time that I put into, helping people getting their businesses off the ground. I'm very open to, doing these one-on-ones. I don't mind, getting down to the nitty-gritty with you if you're afraid, because the fear is what needs to get knocked out of everybody's system so we can have the success. So I'm here, I'm available. I appreciate everybody who has done so. But yeah, setup. If you have Windows 11, that is the devil. Windows 11 is not compatible with the Inkchip firmware. Windows 10 is. So Windows 10 is how we get the firmware to trick our machines to say that it's always full. If you do not have Windows 10, you need to downgrade to Windows 10 if you want Windows 11 before you get set up. So you will not have these headaches and issues. Now, if you need a copy of Windows 10 and a copy of what you need to install Windows 10, let me know. I have it. It's available. All my resources. I also have parallels for all my Mac users in the group. So feel free to hit my inbox if you would like to get a copy of Parallels for less than what it is advertised by the company. Because I'm also a software programmer, I have access to a lot of different resources. Okay, so we offer setup. No, not really offer setup. I'm gonna walk y'all through some CAD link issues real quick that have been brought to my attention as well. Let's open up my computer here. All right, so if you would like to change how much white is coming out, you will go here to Q, go down to properties, come over here to where it says color layer, let's drop down, processing options. This is how you adjust your white. I got it at 50 because I did my cleaning and was like, well, I had some banding, so I pushed it back up. I had it at 30. So now that I know it's clean, I like my white at 40%. All of these numbers should stay the exact same. Flatten should be on. And flatten gives you the ability to lay very, very, very thin layer of white instead of a very thick layer of white, which causes it to feel plasticky. So that's that. And then we're going to get into another tutorial and something interesting that everybody has been waiting on. How to get a different effect. We're going to teach y'all how to half tone and another thing. So stay tuned for that one. I'm not going to show y'all in this live, but half toning is very, very fun. It's fun. You get a whole different look and a whole different feel out of the shirt. It's incredible. So let me see what this paper towel is doing, because I really shouldn't have a bunch of gunk and build up. So I'm gonna take it and gently slide it back to the right. See, I knew I wasn't gonna have a whole bunch. But here is where y'all will see all that white that hasn't been coming out, y'all red that hasn't been coming out, the black that hasn't been coming out, or whatever color has a clog will be found right there when you move that. Once you're done, simply slide it all the way back over to the lock position. Take this out, throw it in your garbage. That is maintenance in a nutshell. That is all that is really required for you to have a successful running XP 15,000. We do not have to worry about flooding the inside of the Printhead at all, because we are using our handy dandy OEM carts. No sponges. Everybody should be on those. No more aftermarket. We're done with that. The inside of those has a sponge about the size of my pinky nail and a little metal screen on top of it, smashing that sponge, telling it when to open and when to close. Thank God for the smart people at Epson who designed that cartridge like that, because they saved my printing ability for detail and yours too. Now we're going to talk about something else while we're still on this live, curing. Some of y'all need to pay attention to this. That's why I got my mask on. Everybody interested in these old fancy, expensive oven heaters, and those are the devil. Anything that costs more money than you trying to make is the devil. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I hope everybody has heard that saying before, and I don't mean that in no way to abuse animals. I don't like abused animals. So these are two animal images. One I got from Tawana, because she said her colors was off earlier. So I helped her out. I imported it and it printed with no problem. We got her colors right. Appreciate your patience while dealing with me. And then I went ahead and just printed another image before this one so y'all could see them colors. Bam! Look at the colors of Mario. Killing that turtle. Killing him. Killing him. Poor turtle. Poor turtle, little turtle. Bless your heart, little turtle. All right, we're going to take our mask and put it on. Yes, that is CAD link, sir. I do not use Acrorip because Acrorip requires way too many adjustments. I don't feel like doing that. I feel like getting straight to the money. Straight to the money. All right, I need a mask because I like better safe than sorry. I already smoke enough, so it's like, I still want to be around for my family and everything else. Oh, don't go boo, 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 boo. I got you, Morris, okay? I'm working on it. I'm this close. This close. That close to get my reseller's license, all right? I'm working on it for everybody in the group so y'all can get CAD Link at a discounted price. I might sound like Bane from Batman right now. Go any options about EK Print. EK Print is the devil. I tried EK Print and it was cool during the trial and everything else, but it is so slow when you go to print. The XP 15,000 is one of the fastest machines that's out right now, and EK Print makes it run like an L1800. I do not like that program.
it works, but let's say we produce in 100 shirt order. That's gonna take you 3 days instead of one because you're gonna be sitting there like Tweedledee, Tweedledum. When is this thing gonna get done? And it's not gonna be a pretty sight because your patience level is gonna be on empty. Your tank is gonna be done, and you're gonna be like, Jesus, it got to be a faster way to do this. Yeah, CAD Link. It has Rip Boost software inside of it, so it makes any printer, not just the XP 15,000. It makes them all a little bit faster. It's got the ability to open up all the nozzles on all the channels, but you don't want to do that because you'll flood your film with ink, and then you'll be required to clean it way too much. So everybody leave it on 64 nozzles and never put it to 80. Never ever put it to 80. All right, let's get to this Kieran. He like, start cooking. I know. Turn it on, and I like to get right up on it and go slow for the first few seconds so that can really penetrate, and it don't take that long to kill these things. I guess my heat gonna have to warm up. That first pass was kind of cold. There it goes. Again, y'all, I'm sorry about my ashy hands, but I'm an active man. I'm not one of them lazy ones that just sit around and push a remote all day. I'm handy. Again, one of my favorite sayings is, judge your mother. I know some of y'all get a kick out of that. But it's not to offend anybody. Everything in this group is done all in love, all in fun. That's what we're here for. Have fun while we're learning to make some money. Alright, y'all see that change right there? It looks like crystals. This is the effect you do not want. That looks like orange peel. That is the effect you do want. So until the entire image looks like this, you don't stop. You keep going. Again, watch your film because you don't want it to wrinkle. Them wrinkles will come out, but if it closes totally up, you're done. Y'all see that smoke? That's what you don't want to breathe in. I know that the heat gun is blowing it. This is much better than just baking it with this heat press. Or one of them ovens, this is because I'm in control of it. You want to be able to control the cure. If you can't control it, you don't know if it's done. God said control what you can, so this is what I can control. I got control of it. My wrist game is pretty good. God, thank you. Yeah, that's that orange peel look. Yeah. That's that look I want. Yeah. Yeah. Good God. See that? Okay, I'm going to show y'all that right there. That is the devil. Mama said that. My mama said that you're not supposed to do that. My mama said that's exactly right. Your mama's right. So back up off of it. And let the heat do its job. There you go, Craig. There you whoop him, Craig. Whoop him. Y'all see it? It's going to work. There you go. Bam. I swim move it. Real slow. There you go. Now this looks like it's Finito. Look at them colors now. Jeebus. That is brilliant. You can touch it and it should be tacky. It should feel like something you can put on something. It should nothing smear. You shouldn't feel nothing going nowhere. It's there. That is curing 101.
Any questions? Anybody want some feedback or feel like they need some more assistance on it? Y'all can run the video back. Y'all can text me directly. Get printing. Get printing. You say you stick it to your press. Okay, well, just wear your mask. To each its own. That's just the method that I use because I'm in control. I like to control it. So everybody be safe. Get the pressing. Go transparent DTF. When do you put the powder on it? I put the powder on it about 2 minutes after it come out the printer. I want it to be wet still because it needs something to be wet to stick to. If you let it totally dry, then you might as well throw that transfer in the trash. Looking at CAD-Link trial so I can try it. Which one do I download? You want to download the desktop DTF version. Get the free trial. 15 days. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it a lot. Oh, one more gem. Of course y'all know. When you're done running your maintenance, one Printhead clean. The magic number on Printhead cleans is 1. That's the max amount of Printhead cleans we running. We not even running 2 no more. 1 Printhead cleaner. You want to control as many factors as you can, so do not burn your printhead up by doing too many printhead cleanings. Morris, here's why. You're gonna burn your printhead up. These things get hot during the cleaning to burn or singe the ink off of the bottom of them. They actually have a little, I don't know what you want to call it, sensor, transistor, what something, and that makes it kind of get a little bit more hot than it is when it's running ink to get that off the bottom of it. And it kind of floods it out into the maintenance box. Not all of it actually comes off when you actually so-called cleaning it with cleaning solution. When you use an ink, it pushes it through faster and actually loosens what might be clogged. So you only want to run 1. Push too much ink through there and you have flooding. We don't ever really want to clean this thing here, this good capping station either, because once you get your colors running right, why would you want to mess that pretty configuration up? They all lined up the exact way they need to be in the exact chambers. So the second you put cleaning solution in there, my screen is still basically still silver and shiny. The second you put some cleaning solution in there, you're messing up your color configuration. And the printer is going to have a hard time deciphering through that sponge what's cleaning solution, what's ink. Was this supposed to go to this side or that's supposed to go to that side? Because now you've introduced the devil into the printer. With the devil, all of this is air. We don't want no air. You ain't supposed to have no air. Inside your printer supposed to have no air. Okay, just had that. I thought saw people wondering why, so I thought everybody understand. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad no question is a stupid question. The only dumb question is the one that you don't ask because you ain't trying to get no education and you wish to stay a fool. That just don't make sense to me. So, I'm going to answer any question and I'm not going to look at you funny unless you've asked that question several times already and I've told you the answer several times already. Anybody would look at you crazy at that point. I really, like, y'all don't understand the magnitude of gratitude that I have for everybody tuned into this group and soaking up this knowledge. I really appreciate all y'all. So God bless every one of y'all. Have a good night. Any questions? I'm still up running my printer, still doing my thing. You need some images, you need whatever. I got it. One stop shopping. Vincent, you're late.
You were late, bro. You late for class.
Nope. Windows 11 does not work. Downgrade to 10. I mean, it works for the program, but it does not work for the ink chip activation. You need ink chip activated in order to run your printer without it thinking, oh, I'm out of ink. Or you could go to Alibaba and get the ink chip resetter. They have a resetter for the actual chips on the cartridges. But that's backwards. Who wants to not only refill their cartridges, but take them out and worry about them 7 pins? Firmware, one and done. One and done. And also, that chip resetter can fry the internal components on your reading area, because it's like, no, this is a false read. I know this ain't right, dude. I know this ain't right. This chip done. It's through. It's over with. It's finito. So I'll see y'all later. I'm about to go talking to the moon. Good night, everybody.